Well, I mean, my advice to someone in Jeff's situation would not be to be confrontational about this and to go looking for trouble by bringing employment tribunal claims unless they're quite clearly going to succeed. But, you know, it's a lot of time and energy that he's going to have to waste on all of that. And I think his best advice is to try to have a strategy for success that uses employers that he knows, use employers that are going to value his capacities and talents, and probably to go to employers that are well known as being age positive.
There was something in Jeff's story which I agreed with. He said that he developed networks. And I think at that senior level, that's a very important part of your skill set.
I think one of the problems that emerges from your interviews is the inadequacy of the support all too often that's provided to older job seekers at the moment, particularly people with specialist expertise, perhaps quite senior experience in businesses.
It seems to be a repeated story. You come across it time and again in the comments that people have put in their replies, that they believe that the frontline advisors don't understand the kinds of issues that they're facing, probably aren't interested in the complex and sometimes very varied background that an individual has, and they're trying to fit individuals probably into boxes, as Jeff says.
I had a conversation recently with somebody from a recruitment company who thinks that people like him could do a good job with job centres if they had referred to them people in this category, more senior people with senior business experience who need particular kinds of help in order to get back into work. Now, I sent him to talk to the Department for Work and Pensions. I think he had some encouragement in those discussions, but they came to an end and it's not being taken forward. But I think that is something that will need to be looked at again.
Clearly it would be very helpful too if there were people of all ages who are working as frontline advisors. I think having some older people doing those sorts of jobs would be extremely helpful as well.
It's very strange that the way that society operates is it's 20 years behind the change in demography. So everyone knows that people are living longer. But society, and I mean by society, I mean employers, I mean the government and the policy makers, the local authorities, the whole of society is really not in tune with that. It's 20 years behind and still thinks as if the population is younger than it actually is. So employers are still thinking about getting younger people in rather than utilising the skills of older workers. But hey, there aren't any younger people. They're disappearing very quickly because the birth rate has declined. And the most important research that's taking place at the moment is how to encourage society to catch up with the fact that the demographic structure of the workforce and the population as a whole has changed dramatically. And that is the really difficult thing.